Let's talk about the setup. Why is it going to be so active this week when it comes to frequent rain chances, even some storm chances? We're kind of stuck between two different systems. We've got some high pressure off towards the southeast, and that's going to be pushing in some warm and muggy air. Didn't feel that way out there today, but tomorrow going to be a different story. Meanwhile, we've got a trough of low pressure that's situated just off towards the west. In between, that's where we're going to see multiple storm systems just continuing to track right on top of us day after day. How each day unfolds actually has trickle-down effects to how the next day is going to unfold. So it's one of those weeks you'll want to check in on the forecast routinely. This is going to be by Thursday. Not a lot of change, right? We don't really see much change in the overall big picture until we get into this weekend. Here's the severe weather risk zone. By and large, tomorrow is mostly going to be quiet. Okay, warm and windy, but not much of a chance of rain or storms tomorrow. Once we get to late tomorrow night, really technically speaking, after midnight more than likely, we'll watch for some scattered thunderstorms, level 2 potential there in northwest Arkansas late tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Now, once that sun starts to rise by Wednesday, that's around the time we're going to start to see some changes. More thunderstorm developments becoming more numerous. Some of it is going to certainly be on the strong side. That's when we've got this level 3 potential from Fort Smith up through Eureka Springs, points off towards the southeast. That's not to say Fayetteville, Bentonville, Rogers, or even Sallisaw doesn't see a storm, but the better ingredients yet again, like they have been most of this severe weather season, just off to our east. I do think a lot of us, though, are certainly going to want to be weather aware come Wednesday. The same front that's coming through, it's also going to stall out just to our southeast, and that's going to keep another chance of some storms across parts of the area. We're looking at parts of LaFleur, Scott, Logan, and Johnson County on Thursday. Here's Futurecast. It's not perfect, but it does give us a pretty decent idea of what to expect. Tomorrow, again, mostly quiet. Clouds build in, especially late in the day. And then we go after midnight. We'll have to watch for some of these spotty showers and thunderstorms to begin developing. You get closer to sunrise, that's when more of these guys are going to be firing off. Now, as they're isolated and not linear like this, that's a bit of a concerning sign for us. If anything, you'd prefer to have a squall line of cells. That's more of a damaging wind potential. But with these individual cells, our hail threat goes up, and unfortunately, the tornado threat starts to go up a little bit there as well. This is 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. Really going to be honing in on these guys right here that are beginning to develop south of I-40. They're moving off towards the northeast. Rain, even some additional thunderstorms possible into the early afternoon hours of Wednesday. And then the front arrives. It pushes all that junk off towards the east. Unfortunately, with it stalling out, we'll see that additional chance of rain and storms moving back into the area come Thursday morning. That's where that severe weather potential on Thursday materializes. More rain likely throughout the course of the evening on Thursday. More rain Friday. You guessed it. Guess what's coming Saturday? More rain. The highest axis looks to be from a line through, let's say, Jonesboro through Little Rock back towards Texarkana. But just like when we track snow systems, the track of the storm inevitably is going to dictate the precipitation totals, right? So if this changes any at all, well, then our numbers are probably going to change. The best data right now suggests we're probably going to see 3 to 5 inches across most of northwest Arkansas. I'd say 4 to 7 across a broad swath of the Arkansas River Valley. Good chunk of East Oklahoma there. Very well could see 5 to 8 in parts of the Ouachitas. Now, the good news is that all doesn't fall at once. We'll spread it out over 3 to 4 days, but even at that rate, some flooding concerns are there. Weather Service has placed a flood watch in effect for Johnson, Logan, and Scott counties. This comes out of the Little Rock Weather Service office. Tulsa said, hey, we're going to issue a watch. Just give us a little bit. We're going to wait till we get a little bit closer. So just because you're not under a watch across most of our viewing area, you're going to be before the next couple of days pass by. One more thing I want to put on your radar, so to speak. It's going to get windy out there tomorrow. Those southerly winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour, and that's what's going to bring the humidity that you're going to be feeling out there. Weather impact alert. I got a call for it on Wednesday. That's the day we're going to have the highest chance of severe storms. That's not to say that we won't have chances Thursday and even Friday, but it's Wednesday that's got my attention right now. We'll see temperatures slowly dropping as we get towards Sunday. In fact, Monday morning, about a week from now, northwest Arkansas drops to 33 degrees. If you got plants in the ground, let's circle Monday on your calendar. Make sure we're watching the forecast there to see if those numbers don't go any lower. Certainly next week's weather pattern, I'll just give you a preview of the 10-day forecast. It's a lot calmer than this week. Just got to get there first.